Once upon a time, in a small village hidden among mountains, there lived an old woman named Dona Eulalia. She lived alone in a wooden house with her faithful donkey, Teobaldo. Dona Eulalia was known for her kindness and wisdom, always helping the villagers with her medicinal herbs and advice. Teobaldo, on the other hand, was a stubborn and disobedient donkey, causing trouble in the village. One morning, while preparing her tea, Dona Eulalia noticed that Teobaldo had disappeared. Worried, she went out searching for him, asking the neighbors if anyone had seen her stubborn companion. After hours of searching, she finally found him in the field, eating Dona Margarita's crops. Furious, Dona Margarita threatened to report Teobaldo to the village authorities. Dona Eulalia pleaded for mercy, promising that Teobaldo would never cause trouble again. To calm the situation, she offered Dona Margarita a remedy for her back pain, which she reluctantly accepted. On the way back home, Dona Eulalia talked to Teobaldo, trying to make him understand the importance of behaving. But the donkey just shook his head and continued in his stubbornness. Days passed, and Teobaldo continued causing trouble. He knocked down fences, ate crops, and even invaded the village market, stealing apples from the merchants. The villagers began to complain, demanding that Dona Eulalia do something about it. Worried, she decided to seek help from an old friend, the wise Joachim, who lived on top of the mountain. Joachim listened carefully to Dona Eulalia's concerns and, after a moment of reflection, handed her a small wooden box. "Inside this box, you will find the solution to your problem," he said enigmatically. Curious but grateful, Dona Eulalia returned home with the box. Upon opening it, she found a small ancient book with detailed instructions on how to train disobedient animals. Determined to change Teobaldo's behavior, Dona Eulalia began following the book's instructions. Every day, she spent hours patiently teaching the donkey, using positive reinforcement techniques and much patience. At first, Teobaldo resisted, but gradually he began responding to the commands. The villagers watched, skeptical, but slowly noticed the change in the donkey's behavior. One night, while Dona Eulalia was sleeping, a group of thieves invaded the village. They were determined to steal all the valuable goods, taking advantage of the darkness and silence. But Teobaldo, now a trained and alert donkey, heard the intruders' footsteps and began braying loudly, waking the entire village. The villagers, alarmed, came out of their homes, armed with sticks and stones, managing to capture the thieves and save the village. Dona Eulalia was extremely proud of Teobaldo, who had become the hero of the night. The villagers, once irritated with the disobedient donkey, now celebrated him as a savior. Teobaldo received affection, fruits, and even a new saddle as a gift. The village, united by the donkey's courage, decided to organize a party in his honor. During the celebration, Dona Eulalia gave an emotional speech, thanking everyone for their patience and support. She revealed the secret of the little book and how Joachim's wise words had transformed Teobaldo. The villagers, touched by the story, promised to always help each other and learned a valuable lesson about patience and understanding. From that day on, Teobaldo became an example of how change is possible, even in the most stubborn beings. He began helping with daily tasks in the village, transporting water, food, and even assisting in building new houses. His loyalty and willingness earned everyone's respect, and Dona Eulalia finally found peace in her heart. Years passed, and the story of Dona Eulalia and Teobaldo was told and retold, becoming a local legend. Children grew up hearing about the disobedient donkey who became a hero, and Teobaldo's name became synonymous with bravery and loyalty. Dona Eulalia continued her simple life, but now surrounded by friends and gratitude. One day, while walking through the village, Dona Eulalia met a young girl crying. The girl, named Mariana, was desperate because her dog, Max, was as stubborn as Teobaldo used to be. With a smile on her face, Dona Eulalia told Mariana her story and, with Joachim's permission, gave her the small instruction book. Mariana followed Dona Eulalia's teachings and, over time, Max also changed his behavior. The village, witnessing another miraculous transformation, reaffirmed its belief in wisdom and patience. The cycle of learning and change continued, bringing hope and unity to all. One spring afternoon, the village received surprising news. The king wished to visit the place famous for its stories of overcoming. The villagers eagerly prepared, decorating the streets and preparing banquets. When the king arrived, he was received with great enthusiasm. He listened attentively to Dona Eulalia and Teobaldo's story, impressed by their bravery and dedication. The king, moved, offered Dona Eulalia a place of honor on his council, but she, with humility, declined. "My home is here, with my donkey and my friends," she said. The king understood and, as a sign of respect, left a special gift, a medal of honor for Teobaldo and a scroll with thanks for Dona Eulalia. The village celebrated the king's visit with great joy. Teobaldo, now even more famous, paraded through the village with his medal shining in the sun. Dona Eulalia, emotional, looked at the sky and thanked for all the blessings received. The story of transformation and courage had touched many hearts and would continue to inspire future generations. Thus, the small village in the mountains became a symbol of hope and determination. Dona Eulalia and Teobaldo lived happily, knowing that their example had left a lasting legacy. And whenever someone in the village faced difficulties, they remembered the old woman and her disobedient donkey, finding strength and inspiration to overcome any obstacle. And so ends the thrilling journey of Dona Eulalia and Teobaldo, a story full of mystery, overcoming, and a happy ending. A tale that reminds us of the importance of patience, understanding, and the incredible capacity for transformation that we all possess if we have faith and determination.